Good morning, everyone. Happy to see that you're all early. If you look on your desk, you'll see a package there for you. The first one is a list of papers for all 8 of you. These are sheets of papers with words on them. Do you see them? You are now asked to get in a semicircle, and then you should line up reading. Learning a second language can be so much fun. So you do have to get up, participate, move around. Okay, good. And now I can see that it is all together, and we'll read, learning a second language can be so much fun. Okay, thank you so much for participating, and you may go back to your respective seats. So last class, you were asked to read up on modal verbs in chapter 4, which was part of your reading assignment. And that is because for today's class, we'll be focusing on modal verbs. This is a modal verb is a type of helping verb that is used to express ability, possibility, permission, or obligation. You will see in that lesson distribution package on your desk that you'll have this handout with you, so you also can make notes on them, on the handouts. These forms, modal verb forms tenses, moods, and voices of other verbs that expresses necessity or possibility. And for most linguists, they agree that there are 10 core modal verbs. They include can, could, may, might, must, ought, shall, should, will, and would. And these are in the affirmative. And so you'll note that. So these are in the affirmative, which means that they're usually saying yes. However, simultaneously to the affirmative or on the other side, you could have them in the negative form. So can become can't, could, couldn't, shall not, should, shouldn't, will not, and wouldn't. But for today's class, we want to focus primarily on 4 modal verbs. And these are the 4 that we're going to focus on today, so I want you to highlight them in your distribution list. Can and can't, should and shouldn't. Part of your goal by the end of the class will be to use them in sentences, also to decipher which one is in the affirmative form and which one is in the negative form. So let's start looking in your exercise that you see there and read these sentences, and let's try to answer them. So the first one is, Joe can or can't swim because he takes swimming lessons. What do you think should be the appropriate modal verb here? Can or can't?
Can.
So Joe can swim because he takes swimming lesson. So that is in the affirmative. Let's look at the second one. Michael can or can't run fast because his leg is broken. So Michael can or can't run fast because his leg is broken. What do you think is the answer there? Yes.
Can't.
Can't. So Michael can't run fast because his leg is broken. And so that is a negative form, or no, he cannot run. So let's check to see how, you're getting accustomed to the modal verbs. I can fly. Is that true? Is that, do you think that sentence is correct? I can fly? Can human beings fly?
No.
No, so human beings cannot fly. So this modal verb form is wrong. or incorrect. And so now, what should it be? I can't fly. And so that is a negative form. Number 2, another example for us to practice our modal verbs. I can't write my name. Is that true?
No.
Not true at all. You can write your name, which is why you're here in this classroom. So it should be, I can write my name. Another one. And so we'll look at the cans. Let's now go over to look at the woulds. Would and wouldn't. I would or wouldn't love to skydive because I am adventurous. Should that be would, which is yes, or wouldn't, which is the negative? Is it the affirmative or negative form we need here? I would or wouldn't love skydive, because I am adventurous. I
Would.
So I would love to skydive because I am adventurous. They would or wouldn't go to the game because of the ticket prices. So here there would be, they would go to the game because of the ticket prices. So let's go down now to a practice exercise where you should be able to practice some of the modal verb in some sort, in a form of a dialogue. And here the dialogue is, what can I do in Toronto on a Thanksgiving Monday? And the answer could read something like, you can go to the CN Tower. Or, in the affirmative form, you can't go into the bank to see a teller because that is a holiday. What should I see in Paris? You should visit the Eiffel Tower. Or you could say, you shouldn't miss the boat tour and the river Seine. So now that we have gone through looking through can and can't modal verbs, let's now go over to some study exercises. And so this is in your distribution package. So in groups of 2s, you will come together, get in your groups now, and you'll do the study practice exercise that is found on page 3 of your distribution list. I'll give you a couple minutes to do that. And after you do that, we will take up the answer on a whole with the class and then review the exercise. So now I'll give you some time to do that. And if you have any questions, I am right here to help you and to support you. So I'll give you some time to do that, then we'll take it up.